like the idea.
Packed meeting. Okay? I know you'll pay close attention. I know you'll be interested. So let's begin right now with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. In order for you to know who is serving on the committee and their qualifications, we'll introduce ourselves. I am Ray Brock. My wife Kathy and I have been married for 53 years. We've lived in Deer Hollow, Aaron's Cove, and Eagle Landing. I've attended the University of Detroit and Michigan State University. I worked for the Firestone Tire and Rubber Company in a sales and management position. Also worked for Sears Roebuck and Company in a sales and corporate management position. I've owned and operated my own tire and automotive business for 41 years. I've served on the Deer Hollow, Aaron's Cove, Egret Landing, and Master Estate Association Board of Directors. At this time, I'd like David to introduce himself.
Hello, my name's Dave Hartung. I'm chairman of the Finance Committee. My wife Maureen and I moved here about 5 years ago, and we love it here. My background is actually all over the place. I was a Russian translator in the Air Force for a number of years. At one time I spoke about 6 languages, and now I have trouble with English. I've had several successful businesses in my time. One was a potato chip and snack food distributorship. Another one was in IT, is a computer consulting company. And I've been with the Finance Committee here since it started way back at the end of 2010, when Starwood first came in and we were trying to get Falcone out of here. So I'm very familiar with how things work, and even more importantly, how things ought to work.
Good afternoon again. I'm Mike Bryan. I'm Vice President of Foley Bryan Architects, and we'll be making a presentation on the club today. I think we were asked to just give a brief introduction to our company. We've been around for about 20 years. We are located both in Sarasota and Bradenton. We do a lot of country clubs. In fact, we have 3 of them ongoing right now. We have both an architecture and an interior design division, so we offer a complete line of services, and Sarah's part of the company. So thank you for allowing us to work with you, and we'll enjoy talking to you a little bit.
My name is Marisa Mangani. I'm with Fishman and Associates. Okay, I have a small voice. I'm with Fishman and Associates, and we are working with you and your team to design the kitchen and food service and bar areas. I've been working for C.J. Fishman for 20 years. The company's been in existence in Venice, Florida for, I believe, 27 years. Prior to working with C.J. Fishman, I was an executive chef. I traveled with World's Fairs and worked in kitchens in New Orleans, Hawaii, Vancouver, Australia, big and small. So I kind of went out of the frying pan and into the fire, so to speak. I'm happy to be here, and I look forward to working with everybody and putting together a really nice food service operation for you.
I'm Sarah Colandro. I'm the Director of Interior Design for Foley Bryant. I've been with Foley Bryant coming up on 4 years, but I've been doing commercial interior design for many, many clubs, yacht clubs, country clubs, golf clubs, tennis clubs, and resorts for 25 years. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, got here via New York, Maryland, Washington, D.C., Kentucky, and a bunch of other places before I came to Sarasota. So I call lots of places my home. I know how important it is to have a home and a feeling of community, and I'm really looking forward to getting involved in the design process on your clubhouse to enhance that feeling of community for you.
Well, unlike these young guys, I need a cheat sheet. My name is Jean Browning, and I live on Collard Drive, and I have been a resident of Tampa Bay Golf and Country Club for 12 years. I have a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Management and Marketing from the University of New Haven. For 32 years, I was an employee of General Dynamics Electric Boat Division, a builder of nuclear submarines, and held a secret clearance. My experience was in graphic services, providing drawings, microfilm label plates, offset printing, and photography to design, engineering, shipyard trades, and the Navy personnel assigned to the shipyard. I was promoted to manager of the 120 salaried and union employees in 1983, responsible for a multi-million-dollar budget, production goals, capital equipment justifications, and salary reviews. I moved to Tampa Bay Golf and Country Club in 2001 and served several terms on the Egret Landing Board of Directors as chairman of the Architectural, Communications, and Social Committees. I am a very active resident who plays golf, plays cards, uses the pool, and supports our entertainment functions and restaurant. I believe in maintaining what is owned, and therefore I am in favor of refurbishing and updating our amenities. To do so should also increase our individual property values. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Paul Washodi. I am your general manager. I've been in the club management business for 20 plus years. I've been with Troon Golf for over 17 years. I started at Tarpon Woods Golf and Country Club, moved to the Innisbrook Resort, and then I worked at the Legacy Golf Club in Lakewood Ranch, and then I moved up here to work for you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, my name is James Howerton. I'm a resident of Hearns Cove. I serve on the Hearns Cove Board of Directors. I've been in this community for over 7 years. Recently, I was engaged with the food and beverage study, which was completed several months ago, and I think some of the members of that committee are here today. Hope, Fran, anybody here from that committee that made the study? Raise your hand, please. Thank you, good to see you here. Professionally, I worked with the City of Greensboro for over 31 years in municipal management. One of my big tasks as a manager in government was working at the Greensboro Coliseum for 5 years. I went there at a time when they were in the process of renovating the facility from 15,000 to 21,000 seats. What happened? The prime contractor left the site. So you can imagine the fix that the City of Greensboro was in. I had the direct responsibility for catering, concessions, security, novelty sales, event prep, and general house setup. Big task. My budget was pretty close to about $10 million. Back in the 1980s, I owned a club restaurant. It was 10,000 square feet. We had a kitchen that was 2,500 square feet. We had the record in the state of North Carolina for having the biggest half hour in the state. From 5 to 10 o'clock, we would have 600 people to come through our facility. So what did we have to do to accommodate 600 people? 8 bartenders, 16 waitresses. And I was smart. I started out by making sure, and this is, not being, different, but the waitresses had to dress up as Playboy bunnies. And you can imagine, Friday night was a big success. Finally, may I say I've been involved in several projects here within the Tampa Bay community. I love it here. I do not plan to leave. I'm a graduate of the #1 school in America called Tar Heel, UNC Chapel Hill. And I really get offended when I have neighbors that move in my community and on my street from Kentucky. But I have to do it. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Bob Conover. I I live on Zeller Avenue in Deer Hollow. My background is in construction and manufacturing. I went through Spring Garden Institute in Philadelphia and Philadelphia College Bible. I first started out in the Husband Refrigeration Company in Haddonfield, New Jersey. I was an engineering change coordinator for about 8 years. I quit there and started my own home improvement company and then advanced into a general contractor. We built commercial buildings and residential homes. We built up to 26 houses in 1 year. We sold the business. We went to upstate New York by Syracuse. I owned and operated a wooden pallet manufacturing company, which we sold pallets and boxes to companies like Kodak, Xerox, American Standard, different companies like that. We advanced that company into a log home manufacturing company where we manufactured, pre-cut, engineered. We pre-assembled each log home in our manufacturing facility. We disassembled, numbered, and shipped out every log home to either a builder or a home improvement company, which would actually build their own log home. I went from there to a general contractor, Finger Lakes Construction. I was a territorial manager. I did conceptual design work on facilities. I did the cost analysis and sold the project. We did things like churches, fire departments, convenience stores, agricultural buildings. I left there and started my own consulting company, and I was a construction manager, which I did conceptual design, cost analysis, and did the overall review of the work from conception to completion. I live in Deer Hollow with my wife, Ida May. We've been married for 50 years. Sorry about that. We have 3 children and 14 grandchildren.
Good afternoon. I'm Gail Flowers with Greenacre Properties, and I'm very pleased to be your association manager. Greenacre and I both have been in the business, in the association business, for well over 40 years, as you can readily tell by the color of my hair. I was assigned to Tampa Bay 2 years ago, or back in 2011, because I've been involved in many transitions for large associations. And I'm hopeful that we're going to have a real smooth transition when we transition from developer to owner board. I am, again, pleased to be your association manager, and I look forward to a long, long association. Thank you.
Thank you, one and all. I believe we have a tremendous team working for us. You can see the agenda for the meeting. We'll go through it very quickly. We're going to have a follow-up to our 8/22/13 meeting because there are folks here that weren't at the first meeting. We're going to recap why we are proposing to make changes. We're going to review the latest plan with updates from Folly Bryant. We're going to review again the reserve study. We're going to review the process for kitchen plan design, impact on food and beverage operations. We've received many comments and questions from the community pertaining to the expansion. We have listed each and every question in the same way it was asked, verbally, and applied the answer to each of those questions. The result turned out to be 14 pages. We're going to do that at this meeting, but it's too long. Instead of doing that, we have posted them on the President's Council website, which is www.presidents-council.org, for your review. All those questions are there. The answers that we know, our answers are there. James Howerton will review a condensed version of those asked questions and comments. We're going to have a comment from a resident, John Cicchetti, and then we will open up for questions and answers. At the time we open up for questions and answers, would you please come up the center aisle, try to keep your questions to a minute, minute and a half, and we'll go from there. At a point toward that, I'll leave that be. What we hope to accomplish at this meeting we will review some of the last meeting because not everybody was here.